is a long shot, but I'm going to try to use this part of my chain brake and see if I can get this damn rim bent out enough to make the bead seat again. It actually doesn't look too bad. This video is about a mountain bike ride that went wrong from the beginning and literally lost ground as the day progressed. Please stick through to the end because this ride went wrong in just about every way imaginable. Have you ever had one of those days when it seemed like you had a guardian devil following you down the trail, wreaking havoc on you at the most inopportune times? Almost like that ride was never meant to happen. Well, last week, the guardian devil paid my friend Randy and I a little visit. Please comment below if you enjoy this story. It really helps the video ranking. We met up at the trailhead at the Roaring Run Bike Trails near Apollo, Pennsylvania. Stoked to have Randy show me around on the trails and get some great footage to make a video showing what these trails have to offer. To get down to the Singletrack, you have to ride a mile or so down this rail trail. We didn't make it quite a tenth of a mile from the parking lot, and it had already begun.
Right here on this rim.
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah, I thought for sure 2 bottles of Stan's was still enough today.
Well, I owe you a tube.
Randy's tubeless tire in his e-bike had already lost enough air to warrant the need to install a tube. Lately, we have been pretty versed in trailside tire repairs. We got the bad luck out of the way right from the beginning, so it should be smooth sailing the rest of the ride, right? In a perfect world, I guess that statement would hold to be true. So we arrived at the beginning of the Singletrack, and the trails were a lot better than I expected them to be. Not that I thought they were going to suck, I just figured because they are only an hour drive from my home, and nobody that I ride with ever really talked about them, I figured that they were going to be average at best, but I had to see this for myself.
Nice techie rocks and roots. Pretty cool.
The trail started with a sizable climb which was very rooty and rocky with lots of tight switchbacks that made it fun and challenging. The trail eventually leveled out with elevation reversals across the ridge with a lot of hand-built and natural rock features.
And we're off.
And then Randy gets another flat, this time on his front tire.
He pumps his tire up. I'm going to do a little sessioning here.
While he was adding some air, I played around on the rocks.
Bad line. Bad line choice.
And it looks like his tire is holding air, at least for now. So what else could possibly go wrong? Randy's e-bike made him, or his bike, a climbing machine. And he was riding in front of me, pert near 21 bike lengths. And the guardian devil must have decided to play with him for a while because I saw Randy disappear over the horizon, and then I heard a yell.
You alright?
Get my picture?
I got you going over the top and then I didn't see it go out the other side there.
Randy was a little bruised up, but he dusted himself off and we pressed on.
So much stuff to video here.
Things are really going smoothly now.
Dips. Nice.
Until I rounded this corner.
You alright?
Oh, shit.
What the hell happened?
I stopped because I was afraid I was going to rip my derailleur off
Wow.
on that rock. And then I lost my balance and I kept drifting this way.
Good save.
Frog Town.
I bet I know why they call it Frog Town. There's a pond there. Let's see what that sign said. Narrow bridge ahead, slippery when wet. Cyclists, please dismount. Mike, make sure you have an inner tube. Huh. All right. Frog Town, here we go. This is steep. I thought that stump was gonna stab me right in the leg.
There was an awesome steep technical climb.
Looks like Randy's gone up the tricky part.
Randy went first, and I wanted to give him some room, so I waited.
Here we go. Oh, and he wiped out again. You okay, Randy?
You guessed it, the Guardian Devil got Randy again. Just minor bruises this time. Now my turn on the ascent.
Michael got it.
Woo! Wow! That's a crazy climb.
At this point in the ride, we were only about 2 miles in. And you're not going to believe this, but despite all this bad luck, the trails were freaking incredible. I was having the time of my life, and I think Randy kind of was too. We traversed onward across the ridge, sessioning some more rock features.
An easy rollover.
I can't believe this is all like old mining country and they actually made it this nice. Oh, I don't want to stop and mess you up. Oh, this is so cool. Roots Rock and Tech.
I can't believe it. I came up over a small rise in the terrain, and there's Randy getting up from the edge of this bridge.
Boy, you are not having a good day. Is it slick?
No, I just drove off of it.
Oh man.
I guess this phenomenon is called target fixation. If you stare at a place that you do not want to go, there is a mental force that just kind of pulls you there. You can't even make this stuff up. Hopefully this will be his last crash for the day, so what else could possibly go wrong?
He made it! That shit is amazing.
And it seems that Randy's unlucky streak had come to an end.
We got Donna's revenge.
But the Guardian Devil came back after me. We went down this technical rocky descent that this video does not do justice.
Looks like a rock roll off to my left. I don't think I'm gonna go on anything that steep. It's almost vertical.
Oh, I guess GoPro strikes again. I sent it down into this rock garden, and there was a sound that no one wants to hear when they hit a rock miles away from the parking lot.
So fun. Ooh, I burped a little air out of my tire. Oh shit. Hey Randy. Randy. We got problems. Oh, this ain't good. Do I gotta start carrying extra tires with me? We got problems. I slammed off that one rock really hard. I just heard the tire go boom.
Your turn, huh?
I think.
We'll get down here in the shade, buddy. Get on the level.
Oh, this sucks.
Shit.
Wonder what I hit. I mean, like, well, I know it was a big rock, but I don't know if it was pointy or if it was the impact of it.
The interesting part right here is where it looks like the stand's coming out. Yep, see the bend?
Oh no.
Right there, got a good dent in her. Now, will it take air?
Wonder if I could bend it out with a pair of pliers or something.
I won't even mess with it right now. If I do anything, I just throw a tube in it. But you can see where you hit there.
Yeah. Son of a... Alright.
Yep.
Now I realize I don't have my GoPro either. Randy just went to look for it. Well, that's a pretty bad ding. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull that out at home or not. Alright, got a tube here. What's the price you pay if you hit shit like that? Should have took Dawn's advice. Bought me a rim guard.
Yeah, it looks like we're backtracking. I don't see it anywhere. When's the last time you remember using it?
Oh boy. I'm wondering if I didn't just keep on riding after I hooked it to a tree or something, you know?
Yeah.
Everything appeared to be good, so why won't the tube hold any air? Well, obviously it had a hole someplace to let the air out. And meanwhile, in case you're thinking what else could possibly go wrong, I then realized that my Hero 7 that I had mounted to a tripod that I used for B-roll footage was missing. It must have bounced out of my pack on one of the rock gardens. While I continued fixing my bike, Randy backtracked to try finding the lost camera.
This is a long shot, but I'm going to try to use this part of my chain brake on this SKS multi-tool and see if I can get this damn rim bent out enough to make the bead seat again. Next problem is going to be getting that rush of air in. It actually doesn't look too bad. That doesn't look too bad. If I get the thing to seat now, it's going to be crazy if this ends up working. Hope Randy finds my other camera. I gotta start carrying a pair of pliers with me. Let's see if we can get it to take some air on. Did you find it? Did you find it?
Yep.
Where was it?
About 10, 15 feet away from that last spot you set it up on that, where that technical, where I seen that deer.
Yeah. Was it still set up?
No.
Oh, I dropped it.
I went the whole way back. I said, okay, this is the last place I remember him using it. And I rode up and it wasn't there, and I went, shit. And it's about a tube flat too.
Who would have known, you know?
Really? Is that tube flat?
Yeah.
You have another tube.
No.
So what are we doing here?
I'm trying to seat this. I actually stuck my chain brake onto the bend in the rim and I got it to where it looks almost like new again.
Really?
I used it to pry it out like a can opener, you know? But oh man, getting this thing to reseat could be another story though.
I may need, yeah, may need the CO2 for that. I hate to say this, Mike, but if we get these bikes up and running, we might want to call it a day. I'd hate to get far away and have this happen.
Last time I did that, I found if I pound it with my hand, well, it's got a little bit of pressure against it. Come on, baby. Should have tied that bitch in a knot. That's doing it. I can't believe that's working. I think the rim fix is good, actually. You know, I think it's.
It's the tire that was leaking.
Oh shit! What a story. I can't get this shit back in there. This makes for a good story, you know. I actually used...
3 miles in, we've had 3 big wrecks.
It's still coming out around the rim a little.
Yes, it is. Still leaking, I can hear it.
Oh, that ding goes way in.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I said. I said that was a hell of a hit.
I think if I ride on it a little bit, it's gonna maybe seal up though.
Well, just remember, every mile we go this way is a mile we have to walk back that way. I mean, I used to tease people all the time. I'd say, how many tubes you got? 1. How many tires you got? 2. So
yeah.
Carrying 1 tube.
I remember you saying that one time, and I was like, yeah, that does make sense.
I don't know, dude. I'm almost thinking we need the bell. I'd hate to get way back there and have to push these bikes for 4 miles back to the car.
Yeah, I agree. Pushing sucks, no matter what. At least this way I could probably baby it along and ride on it. One of those days.
Is that an oval chain ring?
Yeah.
You like it?
Oh yeah.
You notice a big difference, or?
Yeah, that's my second one. I had a 26 tooth before, and that's a 28. But when I went to a 46 tooth in the back, I decided to go a little bit bigger on the front. So I still have granny gears, but then I still have a little bit of top speed too. Yep, I'm gonna keep this pump handy and just keep an eye on it.
This wasn't a perfect fix, but at this point I just wanted to be able to ride back to the parking lot if possible. The rail trail was about 100 yards down the mountain from here, and then a little over 3 miles back to the parking lot.
The rim is going to get protected by the tire. The tire has a sidewall gash, so is it really going to hurt anything?
A little bit easier doing this.
Yep, we're on a smooth rail trail.
Exactly.
I still pretty much rode back on a flat, but the tire was going to need replaced anyway, so what did I really have to lose in riding it that low? I realized later that day that I completely forgot to add some tubeless sealant to the tire, in which case may have actually got everything to seal. I hope that you enjoyed the story and stuck with this video to the end, otherwise I may have to sick my guardian devil on you. Based on the misfortunate events of today's ride, you may think that this was a miserable day, but we had so many good laughs because of how uncanny it is to have this many fails in one ride. The story will be told for years to come, and as for the Roaring Run trails, I will do a video highlighting them in the future as well. What an excellent place to ride. If you enjoyed this story, please show me some love and click the thumbs up. Enter any questions, comments, or suggestions below, which would really be a massive help to this video and this channel. Please subscribe if you're new here. If you didn't do any of that, it's perfectly fine. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.